Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Atlanta Motor Speedway pre-1997 repave. And we are going to be here for exciting championship racing. 4 drivers come into this, as you saw in the prelude to this video. The bit of a different type of intro I made. We got 42 drivers going for the win, but only 4 drivers going for the championship. Those drivers: Jessica Shelton, Trent Dunham, J.J. Roberts, and the guy that's joining me up in the booth here today, Seth Cole. Seth, we are here at Atlanta. It's the old configuration. What kind of racing do you expect to see?
I honestly expect to see very similar racing to what we would see if we had our season finale at Homestead. The track's a little over 1.5 miles in length, banking of 24 degrees. But before we came on here, I was talking to you about that this track kind of reminds me a little bit of a Darlington, because turns 1 and 2, it's a little bit different going into those corners than it is going through 3 and 4. So you're going to have to get your car set up maybe for only one side of the racetrack and then try and struggle your way through the other side. Don't know if you'll be able to hit a perfect medium, but definitely with this type of racetrack and the way it's configured, Final Four is definitely going to prove they are the champion if they can conquer this track.
A bit of an odd way of getting off pit road here. Somebody didn't get their car started, and we're about to figure out who it was. Alex Miller in the 44. Yep, Alex Miller in the 44 car, unable to get his car fired. And we have the 3 car of Cole Deaver that's having some issues. As these cars head down.
He was trying to let everybody by when they came off pit road. Now he's able to get down to the bottom, so he'll probably come into pit lane. So that's going to move the entire front row up a lane.
Yeah, if Rob Evans in the 8 car, if Rob Evans would like to catch up with the field. There he goes.
And thank you, Michael Turner, for not having an issue, because if he did, then Kev Shear would be starting unofficially on the pole for the finale.
Yep, and we wouldn't want that now, would we?
Rip field into turn 1, just downshifts into first gear.
Yeah, right. Here we go. The pace car dives in. Cole Deaver's coming down pit road as well. Off of turn number 4, the championship race will be underway. Green flag is out. We're championship racing at Atlanta. Something we got to also talk about, the championship drivers qualified in the mid-pack, so they've got some racing to do if they want to get up near the front.
I think we just saw right there with Michael Turner, he was able to easily get out to the race lead, but Kev Shearer able to cross over. So I'm not necessarily certain if there's a particular line you want to be in if you're one of those championship 4 to try and make your way to the front. It looks like both the inside and outside line can work.
So we're looking at here comes Cole Deaver coming right out of pit road. We're looking at Jessica Shelton. Not too far in front of her is Trent Dunham and J.J. Roberts, but right in front of them, the highest running chaser so far is the man up here in the booth with me, and it's not rigged whatsoever.
One thing I noticed as well is all 4 of the championship 4 up on that outside line right now. So I don't know if it was just based off of their qualifying results they got kicked up there, or if they are purposely going up there thinking the outside line's going to be the preferred line to move forward.
Kev Shear led a couple of laps, but here comes the 96 of William Flickinger. Whoops, to the inside. Wasn't quite clear, I guess.
William Flickin' whoops.
Flickinger led that lap, not by much. Here comes Benjamin Miles. Now, he was just eliminated in the round of 8. And look at him already. Look at him up here. Battling for the second spot.
The thing you got to remember about these season finales is, yes, there are 4 drivers that are battling for the championship, but there's another, in some cases, 36, in some other cases. Oh, boy.
Oh, we have a wreck. Nathan Hudson, I saw him go around. I don't think any of the chasers are
in trouble for our championship 4.
Ooh, some other wrecking happened back.
Whoa!
Back in here, Nathan Ormond wrecks.
4 got flipped over.
Oh, and the 44 car just ran clobbered into somebody. I don't know what's happening here.
I think the 44 was leaving pit road, actually.
Luckily, I think they already took the caution flag.
And I don't think I saw any of our championship 4 with any damage, really. It might be like some cosmetic from brushing trying to get through, but I didn't really see anybody get involved as far as those battling for the championship.
That's true. I didn't really see much. Oh, I saw the 81 car. He may have a little bit of damage. We'll see if they can repair it. These cars are known to get repaired.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad.
It's true. As they're coming down pit road for the first pit stop of the race.
Seth Cole's got some right side damage there on the 98 as well. But for both he and JJ Roberts, doesn't look like it's anything that's going to have them off the pace.
I don't think so either. 96, William Flickinger stays out. Very odd call, but we'll see how it works out for him. We'll be right back with more action here at Atlanta. All right, we're watching Nathan Hudson. Nathan gets stuck in the middle, 3 wide here. And then Andrew Davis just goes into the corner, comes right up into him, and I don't even know. I have no idea.
2 words for you. 2 words for you. Very much that looked like grip lanes. I think he might have missed a grip lane that when the right front car just goes straight, and I think that's what sent him up into Nathan Hudson.
Which is what's bad. All 4 chase drivers are back here, too, in the back of the pack.
Exactly. That's the thing. We're back behind this wreck, so pretty sure Seth Cole got some right side damage.
Jessica Shelton might have too. You see the 60, the 94, and the 70 all involved here. Then up in the front here, that's the 81.
Oh, there's where Seth Cole. Well, I don't know. Did Seth get clipped in that? I think he did.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Cole Deaver gets into the back of Jess.
Yeah, not much contact there, and then she almost runs into the back of the 36 of Jose Mills, but I'll tell you the one guy who was in the best position, and that was Trent Dunham, because Shelton, Roberts, and Cole were up on the outside line. Trent was in the middle lane, so he was able to go all the way down to the apron when this wreck happened in turn 1.
And the 44 just plows right into the side of Charles Sanford.
He says, I'm done with my pit stop. I'm coming out. Oh, never mind.
And then Charles Sanford doesn't like that very much, and so this is what happens to bring out the first caution. Let's go back up for the at Atlanta. Getting ready for the restart here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Couple of cars retired, including Levi McIntyre with a suspension problem. Unless the NNSCRA officials just suspended him for no reason.
Suspended him.
James Qualls and Nathan Ormond are the only 2 other cars out of this race. Coming to the green flag, William Flickinger, Daniel Voiles, Benjamin Miles, Zachary Stultz, Keith Batson, Michael Turner, Kev Shear, Alex Bianco, Shane Lake, and Sebastian Galan are your top 10. Quick rundown through the field as you see the 22 car of Jack Halleck with a lot of damage coming back down pit road. Go back to the field. Your highest running chaser is Keith Batson. Wow. JJ Roberts in the.
Good job, Keith. You did it. Good job.
And cars coming pit road maybe.
Ooh.
Oh, Michael Turner coming to pit road. Something happened in here. Michael Turner and Kev Shear coming down pit road. That drastically messed with the field here. I'm sure what that was all about. Anyways, back up.
The only car that stayed under that caution was the 96 of Flickinger. So you'd think if anybody was coming to pit road, it would have been him.
True. He might come down here too. He might come down here soon still. You never know. As Seth Cole now to the inside of the 81 of Jay Jefferson. He will now become the highest chaser, with Trent Dunham tailing right behind him.
So that's where your championship battle is going on right now, and it's happening back around, probably the 20th position. So
give or take, yep.
There's a lot of going on up front. Whoa, 3 wide. That's Emmanuel Hartnett, Dylan Young, and Dylan Poteet.
2 Dylans. It's the Dylan and Dylan show.
I know that they could probably hold it 3 wide here. The reason that my voice went up a couple octaves was they were actually leaning on each other. They weren't giving each other a lot of room, so I had a feeling that they might wreck.
I'm surprised with rear end damage that this 44 car is able to stay with the leader.
I mean, well, he only got a couple of hits, one from Charles Sanford and one from James Qualls when we saw him run into Sanford coming off pit road exit. Usually at a track like this, that's not really enough to cause your car issues as far as speed. It usually causes issues as far as handling, though.
True, and look at Trent Dunham able to drive his car from the top to the bottom in front of the 83. They really got that one car hooked up here at Atlanta.
Definitely do. I mean, in that early stage before that caution came out, it looked like Trent had one of the stronger cars because he was able to muscle his way down to the inside line. Seth Cole, J.J. Robertson, Shelton were all stuck up on the top side. And like I said, Trent did a really good job of avoiding that wreck, too, because he was in the middle lane. So I don't know if Shelton got any damage from the wreck. I think Seth Cole had some right side damage. We already documented J.J. Roberts had a little buckle on the hood. So right now, I think Trent's the only one that's got a 100% clean race car of our championship 4.
I don't know. I don't see any damage on either the 02 or the 98 car. I think it's just traffic.
Could be. I think they beat out the right side of Seth Cole's car. I'm pretty certain when he came to pit road, I saw that the right side had a little bit of damage. And like I said, with Shelton, I think she got on the brakes before running into the back of Jose Mills. So I think she might be okay. I think just the both of them lost a ton of track position because they were stuck on the outside line when the wreck happened.
I would agree to that. And look, when they get stuck on the outside lane, they drop. So if they can get on the inside lane, they can move forward. As you see back here, I think Jessica Shelton has now moved up in front of Seth Cole because Seth is stuck on the outside lane. So this is still anybody's championship.
Absolutely. I mean, Shelton down on the bottom and only, 5, 6 cars ahead is Trent Dunham, who's actually been kicked to the outside line. So Shelton could easily make up some ground on the one and make it a battle for the championship again here in the next couple of laps.
Oh, there's a 96 car coming to pit lane, so we'll have a new leader as they cross the start-finish line this time by. And it's the 26 of Daniel Voiles. I'm going to quickly pop back up.
I'm not really certain what the fuel window is here, but, you know, we were talking about the surprise that we saw. I think it was Michael Turner and Kev Shearer come to pit road. I mean, did they maybe suspect this race is going to go green the rest of the way? They came to pit road early when the fuel window was open to be able to make it the rest of the way?
It's true. You never know. They're still a lap down, though. So they're definitely hoping that
they
something
are a lap
happens.
Down, but if the green flag pit stops take place, they would probably cycle back around on the lead lap.
I heard scraping in the back.
Who wants a caution right now? That's Alex Miller, because I think he's on the tail end of the lead lap now.
The 98 and the 9 car in trouble back here.
And
caution is out.
Caution, okay. At first, I didn't see any yellow lights.
Well, the 44 car is going to be able to go around and get... never mind. Well, he's going to get one of his 4 laps back.
He's 4 laps down. Okay. I thought he was 1 lap down. My bad.
He'll get one of his 4 laps back. I guess that
couple laps of the race on pit road.
This caution could have helped with the 96 car out. He just pit, so he'll probably come back around as the leader. As you see the rest of these...
You would think so, yeah.
The rest of these cars on the apron coming down pit road. No one's staying out yet. Seth?
Depending on how violent the wreck was between the 9 and the 98, this might have taken out one of our championship 4.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of damage. I saw some right side damage this time. No, I saw the damage on the right side this time, but I didn't see too much. Unless the 22 car gives him a tap. Gives him a little...
No, it says all the looks of maybe getting hooked by the 98.
I don't know. We'll definitely have to see as these cars make their pit stop. We'll be right back as you take a look at the caution. All right, we're looking here at the 9 of Zach Rogers, and Seth Cole just goes into turn 1 and doesn't use the brakes.
No, there's nothing I can say.
Yeah. Hashtag never.
He did use the.
Hashtag never lift.
To be fair, the 98 did use the brakes. The 9 was his brakes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's going to be some heated words after this race between the 9 and the 98 car.
And, I mean, Seth Cole can't go down there and say, "Do you see that red spoiler on my car?" Zach Rogers will come and say, "Yeah, I have a red spoiler too." Your point?
Yeah. Synchronized spinning. Luckily, nobody else hit them. But I'm pretty sure Zach wasn't too happy about that. But let's go back over the restart and see who's all going to be left in this championship floor. Nobody has retired from this race. Or nobody new, that is. So everybody's still there. The 96 car, who we thought this caution would help, actually didn't. The 96 car is on the tail end of the lead lap.
What happened was when William Flickinger came to pit road, when the caution came out, the pace car to pick up the field came out ahead of him, and so therefore he was trapped behind the pace car and around, and as you said, is trapped on the tail end of the lead lap. And two other drivers who didn't want to see that caution were Kev Shear and Michael Turner, because if we had managed to go green up to the pit stops, they probably would have cycled back around in the lead lap as well, and you see them trapped one lap down on the inside line.
Yep. Quick rundown of your top 10. Cody Lamas, Alex Beniaco, Benjamin Miles, Zachary Stoltz, Daniel Voiles, Chris Dollerton, Daniel Gilbert, Jose Mills, Phil Parker, and Dylan Poteet. And then back here on the 12th position is your highest chaser, Trent Dunham.
But don't look now. 2 positions behind him is Jessica Shelton. I think it might come down between those two as to who works their way best through the damaged traffic up ahead on that inside line.
That's gonna be all too true as well. The 44 car, I don't know how the 44 is up to speed. Everybody goes to the inside lane back here. Oh, they're going 3 wide now. They're gonna quickly try to dispose of that 22 car.
And that 22, I think, is the only one of the lap down cars that is off the pace.
Ooh, Trent, if he goes to the outside lane here, that's going to be probably trouble. And here comes Jessica Shelton, going to take advantage of the lapped car. And here comes Shelton's teammate, Kyle Matthews, going to close the door.
Trent took that outside line. He's getting boxed in behind the slow 22, so that definitely is going to cost him.
It will definitely. Back here, Jessica Shelton now takes over. We all know how Seth Cole is when it comes to races like this, how patient he is. We'll see if that'll pay off. Maybe he can make a late race charge up to the front.
Patient he is. He ran over the 9 car that brought out our last caution.
Look, okay, you want an underdog story, then go with what I say. Here he is down the inside.
He and JJ Roberts. Roberts getting a little bit of damage from our first caution. Seth Cole obviously getting damage from the second caution. They're hoping now that Trent Dunham and Jessica Shelton issues here, because at this point in time, their Achilles heel is they don't have as much track position as the other two do.
Yep, Jessica Shelton now is gonna. I thought she was
outside line. Trent is continuing to fade.
So right now, this is all Jessica Shelton's to lose. As this keeps up right here, she was in 13th position last time by. She crosses the line this time in 14th.
Here's the interesting thing. We went back green with more than halfway to go in this race. Did these drivers make their last pit stop there under caution, or will they have to be on pit road again, do you think, before the checkers?
I don't know. If a caution doesn't come out, it's possible that they'll probably have to make another pit stop. If a caution comes out, they're probably definitely going to be making a pit stop.
Seth Cole is still up to speed. He's about to bypass Trent Dunham for what would be second highest of the playoff 4 on track.
Johnny Gardner dove it underneath his teammate Rob Evans in the 8 car.
I said that Jack Halleck, I thought, was the only one that was off the pace for a lap down car. It looked like Kev Shear might be off the pace because he was kind of holding up that outside line as well.
I don't see why. There's no damage on his car.
Oh, I know that, but it just looked like everyone was wadded up behind him on the top side, and they forced him 3 wide.
It's what is that team? TriStar Racing, technically. So I mean, I can see why they're slow.
Yeah, good point.
Even though technically that's not the name of it, I think even though it's technically not the name of it in this series, I have a list of the driver teams, but I don't really feel like looking.
What is it in this series? No You Motorsports or something?
Probably. Jessica Shelton lost a spot to her teammate, but is still in the 12th position. There's another person. Kyle Matthews had a strong start to this season, had a couple of second place finishes, and then just kind of dropped off the face of the planet.
They talked about him getting eliminated from making it into the Final Four, but what a great bookend season it would be for Benjamin Miles. Won the season-opening Daytona 500. I'm sure would love to end out the season with a victory here in the finale.
Yep. Well, it's possible. As you see up front still, it's all about Daniel Voiles in that 26 Doritos car.
Daniel Voiles, who had that win at Indianapolis. This is a very fast track, not the low banking that Indianapolis had, but definitely he's got a strong car here. And if I recall correctly, it'd be his second win if he closes out the deal. But boy, there's some hungry drivers behind him. You got Dollarton, you got Jose Mills. That's a couple of guys we haven't talked about yet today either.
Yep, and then he's a lap down, but Mr. 4-win over here, Michael Turner, eliminated last week, or it was either last time or it was the other round. I think it was last time. He wasn't able to make it. Got beat out by both Jessica and Hugh. So I'm sure he wasn't too thrilled with where he finished last week. But here he is, a lap down, but still running with the leaders. He needs to get around these leaders and a caution come out, or he could get booted up out of the way by the 36 car.
I'm gonna try and throw your memory back. Who took the very first checkered flag in Season 9 of the Budweiser All Pro Series?
Michael Turner.
No, it was not. It was actually the car that's passing him to the inside there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Won the rookie challenge at Daytona.
That's right. See, that just proves how horrible my memory is.
So he took the first checkered flag of the season. Can he take the last checkered flag of the season?
Oh, we have a new... I didn't even realize it till just now, but we have a new race leader, Chris Dollarton. And somebody, if you can see on the list here, has made it into the top 10.
Yeah, Jessica Shelton there. Looks like she's actually following her teammate Kyle Matthews. Like Kyle's saying, follow me to the championship.
I mean, it's very possible, though. She's like 2 cars behind.
I was trying to think, too, of drivers that are here in this field that this would be their home track. The only one I can think of is Cole Deaver, but I think he's got damage, so I don't think he'll be winning today in front of his home crowd.
No, I don't think he does. He's just laps down.
I'm pretty sure I saw rear end damage on the back of that 88.
Jessica Shelton trying to go underneath the lapped car of William Flickinger. And she's going to do it. She's just riding around in 10th place. It's exactly where she needs to be.
Tires are going away now as we've gotten into, I think, our longest run of the day. Johnny Gardner started on the inside going into that last corner, and he was up in the middle groove on exit. So there is no grip right now for these drivers. They are sliding around.
Oh, here they come to pit road, as you were just talking about, making pit stops.
Fuel window must be open, and this will be interesting to see if anyone stays out. Oh, look at this. Trent's staying out.
So is Jessica Shelton, who's now in 8th place.
I like this strategy. I like the strategy there of staying out the extra lap, because this is one of those pit roads that has that wall separating the track from the pit lane, and it can be very congested. So the less cars you come down pit road with, the better off you're going to have of a cleaner pit stop.
Pitting this time, they both are, but back up at the front here, somebody
Benyako stayed out another lap.
And so did...
Benyako went around Chris Dollarton for the lead and then hit pit road.
Yeah, right here. He's on pit road too, so Benyako's going to lead the lap.
It was interesting because it looked like I thought that Benyako was going to stay out because he was way up the track still. But he actually just used the outside to swing around Dollarton and then cut late to pit road. So I don't know. That might actually have been an exchange for the lead when the pit stop cycle around. If so, that's a rookie.
We'll see. I wonder if these cars will be able to make it the rest of the way, though. That'll be an interesting question. I mean, I believe that they should.
If the fuel window if this was as far as they could go, they went back green, I believe it was lap 22 or 23. So they just made it about 15, 16 laps. It means they would be good to go to about lap 53, 54. So I think that was their last pit stop of the day.
Well, he's not the leader. Or is he? No, he's going to be second. The leader is going to be Alex Benyako in the 29 car.
The pit road, he swung around Dollarton, who was slowing to come to pit lane. swung around the outside and then cut it late to pit lane, and that was the move that's going to cycle him around to the race lead. So, boy, tremendous move there that might pay off dividends for him maybe getting the win.
It's very possible if he can hold it. He's got Dougie Shears behind him, and then behind him is Chris Dollarton. The fastest car on the track is that 26 car sitting in 4th place.
Daniel Voiles was out in front not too long before these pit stops began, and looked like his car was really good on fresh tires, so we'll see if he can run down these guys. And how about this? Ford, Toyota, Chevy, your top 3 right now.
Yep. Ford,
Wait,
Toyota.
no, or is that 80? Is that 84 or Chevy? My
yes,
bad.
it's Ford, Chevy. Chevy, your top 5.
For some reason, I associate the 84 in Red Bull with a Toyota Camry.
Chris Dollarton gets around for 2nd place. Now, can he get his first win of the season by passing the 29 car with 10 laps to go? 9.5 as they head down the back straightaway.
Dollarton seemed to be faster than Benyako before the pit stops. It was just that Benyako snookered him there when they came to pit road entry, so I think Chris has got a slightly better car than the 29 does.
We'll see.
Right now, as you look at your ticker, you got Shelton running there in 10th, and I believe she's got a bit of a gap back to the next playoff contender, so I think right now she's very content with where she's at for the moment.
Yep, and the next playoff contender is Trent Dunham.
Where's he running right now in relation to Shelton?
18th, as it says as he last crossed the line.
He's got a long... So not only does he have 8 cars between himself and Shelton, but he's got an awful lot of track to make up as well.
And Dylan Young's on his back bumper, may try to... Yep, and there he goes, looking to the inside of Trent.
Got a heck of a battle for whoever's going to finish 2nd in the season standings, because you got Trent, J.J. Roberts, and Seth Cole all up here together.
Yep, that's true. What these cars could use probably is a caution flag. But if they want it, it better come soon, because...
It'll have to happen very quickly.
Okay, Shelton's stuck on the outside lane now. If that could be her downfall. Possibly.
See if she can get it back down to
Whoa!
the bottom,
The 96 car.
Yikes!
He's not even on the lead lap, and here he is up here.
Emmanuel Hartnett's trying to figure out, what do I do?
Oh, man. Imagine if Emmanuel Hartnett trying to win the championship first in May.
lives.
Oh, my goodness.
This is not a good place to be if you're Jessica Shelton right now, because not only are you losing positions, but being up on that outside line, we've talked about it all day, there's not a lot of speed up there, and that might allow Trent, Roberts, and Cole to close in.
She's got 2 teammates right behind the 77, though. Maybe they'll cut her some slack.
On the top side 3 wide. Good grief.
But look, she's got 2 teammates, and they might cut her some slack.
That's right. That's true. Remember Kyle Matthews? It looked like he was kind of trying to help Shelton before the pit stop, so...
She's trying to fight back on that outside lane.
Let her in.
Let's quickly go back up
Kyle lets her in.
Quickly go back up towards the front here. We have a battle for the lead. A 3-wide battle for the lead here.
Shears, Benyako, Dollarton. Remember, does Benyako have a win in the regular season?
Yes.
Outside of that rookie challenge win, he does. Okay.
Yes, because he was in the chase.
That's right. Yeah.
Chris Dollarton takes the lead here with 4 laps of racing to go.
You know who I think might be licking his chops right now?
Who?
26, because if these drivers continue to battle, he might be able to close in on them.
Shelton still up on the outside lane. Kyle Matthews cuts her some slack, possibly. We'll see if she can get right on in front of him, but I don't think he will.
See that group back behind them there with the 81, the 1, and the 98. They've got about half a straightaway between them and Shelton. I don't think they've got enough time now. I don't think even a caution will help them. Shelton's just got to keep her car clean. I think she's got this championship.
No, if a caution comes out now, unless something dramatic happens, the race would end under yellow. Now she's back to the inside as they're 3 wide ahead of her, coming back up to the front of the race of the front of the field here.
Just iced it. With Shelton getting back down to the inside line, there is no way that Trent Dunham is going to be able to close up the gap between himself and the 0-2.
Yep, I will have to wait and see. As you see Chris Dollarton now, he's got a gap, a bit of a gap, about 2 car lengths it looks like between him and the 84.
And now what he's hoping is that Benyako's going to battle with Dougie Shears for second and alleviate the pressure of him having to defend the race win. If they stay single
Oh,
file, though, Dougie Shears might have a run.
we'll have to wait and see. White flag, one lap to
84
go.
pushed up. 84 pushed up there in turn 4. Here comes Benyako for second. That might be it.
I don't know. Look at the run he's getting on the 83.
Oh, man, wait a minute. Yeah, he got a lot of grip down there on the bottom through 1 and 2. He's going to have a run on Dollarton maybe here in 3 and 4.
Coming through the corner, Dollarton runs the middle line, but is able to get a good run off of turn number 4. In the final race of the season, Chris Dollarton will finally go to victory lane. He wins here at Atlanta, and Jessica Shelton, wherever she is at, right here, will win the Budweiser All Pro Series Season 9 Championship.
It's going to be about the 15th, 16th position that she's going to finish in, but it's enough to take the championship. What, 13th?
The 13th.
Lap cars in there that I was counting.
And unfortunately, I thought it could have happened. I won the championship in his series, and he could have won the championship in mine. But just a couple of cars shy for Trent Dunham to win the championship.
So he'll be second highest for the season. J.J. Roberts, I think, was the third highest finisher, and Seth Cole be fourth.
Yep, Seth Cole jinxed himself by being up here in the booth. Actually,
Seth Cole jinxed himself by wrecking a dog.
Yep, he did. So we're going to go watch Jessica Shelton and Chris Dollarton do their burnouts, and we'll be right back with the official race results. Chris Dollarton celebrating his win here in the Budweiser All Pro Series. Boy, he is really excited to get his victory. And here he goes, Dollarton. He's going to go celebrate by going to victory lane. Now we have Jessica Shelton waiting on the back straightaway for her to be able to do her donuts. Let's go look at them right now. And here she is, the champion of the Season 9 Budweiser All Pro Series season. She is waiting. There she goes. They just told her she can go on to the front straightaway. Chris Dollarton is in victory lane. He'll be climbing out of his car to celebrate momentarily. But right now the focus is on Jessica Shelton. She has won the championship. Her first Budweiser All Pro Series championship to date. She comes off turn 4. The front straightaway is where her celebration will begin. Jessica Shelton doesn't usually do burnouts. She's done a couple here to celebrate her championship victory. She will do a U-turn here and park it on the start-finish line where her championship ceremony will commence. Congratulations to Jessica Shelton and the entire S3 Motorsports team on getting her the victory. Now let's go get the official result and end Season 9. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. The race, the Season 9 of the Budweiser All Pro Series has come to an end. And boy, it was a hell of a season. Chris Dollarton wins the race, but it is Jessica Shelton that has won the championship with her finish in the 13th position, which is 5 positions higher than Trent Dunham. Started in the mid-pack, couldn't quite get all the way up to the front. But it still doesn't matter. So Chris Dollarton wins, Benyako second, Dougie Shears third, Daniel Voiles fourth, Johnny Gardner, Jose Mills, Phil Parker, Sebastian Kukulon, Cody Lamas, and Daniel Gilbert round out your top 10. As you see, all the other cars out of this race include Nathan Orman, James Qualls, Levi McIntyre, Alex Miller, Cole Deaver, hardly ever got out of the gate. They were a lap down from the start, and these other cars got trapped a lap down when the caution came out early and later on in the series. Zach Rogers able to finish 33rd after being wrecked by Seth, who has stepped out of the booth and has gone down to talk with his race team about the finish. This has been an exciting turn of events, an exciting season, and I can't wait for Season 10. Season 10 will be the final Budweiser All-Pro Series season. I will move on to another series, but Budweiser All-Pro Series will be retired at the end of next season. Whew. I can't say this enough. It's been pretty awesome to run this series. Congratulations to Chris Darlington. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, announcement for hopefully those of you paying attention. The Budweiser All-Pro Series Season 10 will move back to my channel, McKinley Man 93. We will move back to that channel for the final season of the Budweiser All-Pro Series. So thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Chris Darlington and Jessica Shelton for winning the Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship. It's been a hell of a run. We'll see you guys for Season 10 signups, which will be coming out probably a week after this. I don't know. We'll see whenever I feel like uploading them. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, congratulations to the Season 9 champion, Jessica Shelton. From Michael Norman, we'll say, until we meet again.